Hello, my unwitting accountability buddies. Um, I just got back from a long road trip where we pretty much did the Eastern Seaboard, and it was absolutely amazing. And I had my travel project with me, and I worked on it quite a bit. But I will say that I was a little burnt out on it when I got home, and I've been home for 4 days. So do you know how many projects I started? Just a random guess as to how many projects I started in that time. One per day. Isn't that amazing? Now, one I did frog completely, and the yarn's already back in the stash. That would be one of them, and then a crochet bag and another swingy coat type of thing. And it's like, I got to not do that and actually keep to making these videos and really work on the stuff that I have made, because I want to move on to other stuff. I want to move on to, some more embroidery or just something new in general. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, one of these other projects that I started, I might just frog in general, just so I don't have it sitting around, because it's going to be so simple to restart again. So maybe I'll just get another one out. But I started this project originally. Oh, I hope I didn't just smack my lips there, so I have to edit it out. I did start it originally. Oh, by the way, this is one of my sweaters. Super cute. Proof that I did used to finish things. I don't know how long this one took me. Not that long though. But this is going to be a 3/4 length sleeve. Oh, crochet hook right in the middle. 3/4 length sleeve. It's a bateau neck. Just a nice lightweight summer top. Hi. And I started this when I went to Texas in September, which, don't go to Texas in September. That's a rough time. It's a rough time. Humidity. And then on this last trip, like I said, it was 2 weeks, and we did the Eastern Seaboard. So we flew into Massachusetts. Our welcome to Boston was that our hotel decided not to honor our reservation. So we slept in a Walmart parking lot. I think that really says welcome to Boston, like anything else. Went up and around, up New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, came down New York. Pennsylvania, went to Philadelphia. New Jersey wouldn't let us off the turnpike, so I was only on the turnpike in New Jersey. Then over into Delaware, which was beautiful. Maryland. And then in Maryland, we hit Baltimore. I had a lot of true crime fantasy places that I wanted to go to, and some dark writer places like Edgar Allan Poe, Lizzie Borden, some cult places up there for sure that were very interesting. So Philly, Baltimore, DC, and then down into, I think I'm saying it right, Appomattox in Virginia. And then we went down, saw a bunch of friends in North Carolina. I'm surprised at how many people we know in the Carolinas. And then over to Tennessee because I wanted to see Pigeon Forge, which was cute. Oh, just smacked my lips. And then down into Georgia and over to Alabama, which was our final destination for the Barber Motorsports. anyways, that was 2 weeks on the road. I'm happy to be home. I was happy to get my hands on different projects, and then just went whole hog like crazy and completely missed the purpose of trying to finish projects. So let's talk about this one a little bit. Okay, that might be pretty dark or pretty bright because it was pretty dark because it's not summer here anymore. Anyways, like I was saying, a bateau neck, 3/4 length sleeve, which I have pretty much done. This is all the yarn I have left for it. So it's not going to be hugely long, but we know that crop is kind of the style right now. The cotton, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I'll have to flip the video. It was an Eddie Bauer Adventurer Cotton, and it's a size 2, and it is the color aqua. It is definitely discontinued. I bought this at clearance at Joann's a while back, and it sat around waiting for me to get ready for it. You actually get quite a bit in there. What, 590 yards? That's pretty good. And I love this stuff. It is a little splitty at times, and there's one row in here where I have 3 knots in it because it must have broken and they just kept knotting it up. So fantastic. Good job, Eddie Bauer, on quality. And there does seem to be a little dirty at times when it comes through, but it is soft and it is relatively easy to work with if you're experienced. And I'm sad that it is discontinued. I do not know how much I bought it for at Joann's, but it had to have been a pretty good deal, probably around $4 or $5. Oh, see, there's another knot right there. Probably close to $4 per. But anyways, I love this pattern, so I just need to finish it. Finish this much. And I was so close on the flight back from Atlanta the other night, and then I was just done. I was just done. I just couldn't do it anymore. And then where did I put that hook? With this, I've been using an F hook, which is great, a little vintage plastic one. I really like it. It glides pretty nicely, and it's not freezing cold in the hand, which is also nice. So I'm just going to take that. Also, I'm going to put up on the screen the chart that I used. It was solely a chart that I found on Google. I took a screenshot of it and used it. The chart isn't 100% accurate because we're doing a lot of in the back loops. Maybe I should bring you down here a little bit further. I said loops, but I meant post. So there's a lot of knitting in the back post on it, but they have it showing all one way. I guess they assume that you're going to be crocheting in the round, but if you're doing it flat, you'll have to do a back post, then on the front post, then back post, then front post. The other thing that I would change about this is that this little V-stitch here that's in that starts the new thing. They almost look like pineapples, but whatever, pine cones, flames, upside down flames. I would have done that also on a back post, front post, whichever one. Anyways, to get it smooth like it is here, instead of working into just the space there. I think it might have looked a little bit better, but by the time I thought about that, I had joined the sleeves together, and there was no way I was going to undo any of that. And if you're wondering how much this has taken, this is my 3rd skein on this. So the chest yoke / sleeves took most of 1 skein, and then the back took most of it, part of that took most of the 2nd skein, and then this, you know, I think I combined the remainders of those skeins for there and this. So I think I'm only going to be able to do 1 more of this section here. I keep pointing to other stuff, not remembering that you're zoomed in. So let's see how that goes. Let's see where I am. So right now, I am here. Which way am I working? I'm working this way. So I'm going to do the front post, I guess, front post. But anyways, let's see how far I get. Surprisingly easy pattern to memorize. Let me get comfy. Oh, so comfy. I actually need to go get a blanket. The weather changed very quickly. This morning, I will say, when I got up, it was so beautiful outside. It was, I have a Japanese maple in the back that turns this gorgeous flame orange, which is amazing. And then we had kind of a gray blue fog over it today. And then my neighbor has a tree that I think it's a decorative plum. It's one of the ones with the purple leaves in the summer, but the leaves in the fall turn this amazing hot pink, crimson, vermilion color. I don't know if that even makes sense because those are very different colors. And so having that fog over everything was absolutely gorgeous. This is all I have left. Look at that. Good job. I ended up having to go around the edge 3 times in a single crochet. And I absolutely adore this top. I'm glad I put the lime green underneath it. It's amazing. Yeah, a little short. Oh well. Isn't that the style right now? I really like it. I'm so pleased. Random question. When you are playing yarn chicken, do you crochet or knit faster? Like that's somehow going to make the yarn not end or something beforehand, before you get done with it? Like, I think it's a nutty thing that I do. It's like, oh my God, let's see if I can beat the end of the yarn. It's like, you're not supposed to take yarn chicken literally.